while you would think that watching 30 of your colleagues losing their job would cause for you to have some self-reflection and humbleness and kind of just, being low key. Nope. There's always that one arrogant piece of shit asshole who thinks that he or she is above the rest. And that's how we get to this motherfucker right here. Yes, it is Mrs. Talk to Him Frosk herself tweeting out one of the worst tweets in all of Twitter history. I survived. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Atreus, and I am bringing you more game and entertainment news, commentary, and analysis. All right, I am back. Yesterday, I took a little bit of a hiatus. We'll get into that in a moment, but right now, we got to talk more about G4 TV. Let's get into it after the drop.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up on
All right, team, so you already know what we got to do. 95% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so go ahead and do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and when you do, follow me on Twitter at the number 4 TRAES, and let me know that you're subscribed so I can follow you back. You feel me? Because I want to know all the people who were supporting me when we was going through the struggle period, because we are going to blow up one way or another. Now, anyway, before we get into the news, yesterday I took a little bit of a hiatus. As you might have noticed, traffic on the channel has slowed down a considerable amount. And so I gave myself a little bit of time to compartmentalize that. I'm glad I'm learning this lesson now. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of get a little, cocky on yourself or whatever the case may be. But you got to be able to mentally prepare yourself for lows like this. So we're going to hustle today. We're going to get it popping and we're going to get it started. Let's go ahead and get into the news. All right, team. So down the fucking hill we continue to go with G4 TV as they are hit with major layoffs less than a year after coming back. All right. So this is Kotaku, you know what I'm saying, the world famous Kotaku. And 30 people, at least somewhere between 20 to 30 staff members were laid off at G4 TV today, according to 3 sources familiar with the business. The video game talk show network from the 2000s was resurrected last fall on streaming platforms like Twitch as well as cable TV, but now faces major upheaval less than a year later. I truly cannot imagine the company continuing to produce our slate of content without the people we lost today, said one employee. Well, first of all, G4 was doomed from the start, considering the fact that they decided to invest in this big fucking ridiculous studio, and all of these employees, like what they had, like, did they have like over 100 employees or something like that? Or I don't know. I don't know the amount. I don't want to speculate. But I mean, I don't know what the hell, like, did they think that they was just gonna come out and blow people away? Like, I don't know. The timing and severity of the cuts took staff by surprise, with talent showing up on set today ready to film only to have programming canceled as HR reps met individually with employees. While it's not clear what the extent of the layoffs will be, one source said those affected were told they would receive anywhere between 16 weeks and 6 months of severance based on their tenure with Comcast, G4 TV's parent company. Now, I used to work for Comcast. Comcast is actually a pretty decent company to work for. I ain't talking about if you're a customer. I don't know. I don't got no problem with my service. All right. I've been with them for 2 years. I ain't had no problem with their service. But as far as an employee goes, Comcast actually takes care of their employees. I'm not gonna hold you. So the severance pay that they're going to get is not surprising to me. That's actually doing them pretty good if you know. And so they tweeted out, due to unforeseen circumstances, all G4 streams today have been canceled, but we will return with all of our regularly scheduled content tomorrow. Now, let's keep it a buck. this ain't really what we want to talk about. We want to get into the real news, because while you would think that watching 30 of your colleagues losing their job will cause for you to have some self-reflection and humbleness and kind of just, being low key. Nope. There's always that one arrogant piece of shit asshole who thinks that he or she is above the rest. And that's how we get to this motherfucker right here. Yes, it is Mrs. Talk to Him Frosk herself tweeting out one of the worst tweets in all of Twitter history. I survived with a lizard, with a crown and glasses and a spliff rolled up in its mouth. And what's even more arrogant is that after the response that she gotten from this tweet, she still has this motherfucker up. So to add context here, she's basically tweeting this out because she knows that most of the people who were fans of G4 TV and all of those things wanted to see her get fired. And I'll be honest with you, from the fans' perspective, if they were to fire her instead of doubling down on the sexism in gaming rant, you probably could have saved yourself at least a few viewers. But, I mean, look at some of these responses. It's all your fault, though. I'm not reading all that, though. There's Nerdrotic. It's funny. There's the yellow flash. This guy goes, wow, you're a garbage human being. Wait, they kept you? What a fucking disgrace. That's right. And see, and you can see like some of her supporters right now, haters in shambles right now. I don't see where this is coming from because nobody's watching the show. So, and it's obvious that the company, the show itself is falling apart. So where are these haters? If anything, the haters are laughing because you chose to keep Frosk on to the show and it's just going to continue to go downhill from there. So, but I think they chose not to fire or I'm sorry, lay off. They chose not to lay off Frost because it wouldn't look good. You know what I'm saying? They've already doubled down on her message. They've already gone back on some of the things that they're saying. Like, remember, after doing the whole Frost thing, they had Amarath in a bathing suit and a fucking kiddie pool full of balls. After talking about sexism in gaming. Right. Amarath is pretty fine, though. And she can slide in my DM at any point she want to. Hey, holla at your boy. This guy says, honestly, you should have been fired immediately after your off-script rant that turned off the entirety of the G4 audience's sabotaged their relaunch efforts. You are solely responsible for all of the layoffs happening right now, but you seem oblivious to this fact. Whoo! I mean, just imagine, you get a dream job, right? I mean, you grew up watching G4 TV, you get offered a job on their reboot, and this person comes out and does this rant, and then people stop showing up to watch. And now you're losing your job. You're losing your ability to provide for your family. And this person is on Twitter bragging about the fact that she didn't get laid off. Honestly, where I'm from, that's calls for hands. But whatever, what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments, and we can get the conversation going. I'll catch y'all a little bit later on. Deuces.
Crazy, you know it's crazy. Yeah, crazy, let's go. Crazy,